My name is Deacon Joseph Haas. I am getting ready to be ordained a priest for the Archdiocese of New York on May 23rd, 2026 at St. Patrick's Cathedral. So I grew up in Washingtonville, New York, and attended St. Mary's Parish. And it was in that parish that I came to know the faith and came to love the faith. I was an altar server, I was a catechist, I even was a youth minister, and that parish really fostered a lot for me. I went to college at Ave Maria University down in Naples, Florida, and that's where I started to learn a lot more about my faith. And of course, that just made me fall in love with the faith even more and helped foster that vocation that God was placing in my heart from my youth back home in Washingtonville. So when I first felt the call to possibly explore a priestly vocation, it was actually at a funeral mass of my former pastor, Monsignor Keaveney. And at the time, Archbishop Dolan, before he was made a cardinal, had come up to celebrate the mass and turned to me and a few of the other servers and said, "You guys are going to take Monsignor's place." And so it was His Eminence that was the first person to ask me, had I ever considered a priestly vocation. And from that moment on, the question never left my heart, and I kept exploring the possibility. And now here I am, 2 weeks away from priestly ordination. So to be a priest is such a great blessing, and to serve God's people, especially through the sacraments, the sacrifice of the Mass, hearing confessions, bring them to God's love and mercy, even to bring them the sacraments in those final days with the anointing of the sick. So to bring God's love, God's mercy, God's healing grace, God's presence to them through the sacraments is definitely what I am most looking forward to. In the days ahead, there has been a great sense of excitement and a great sense of peace. This is something that I have discerned for so long, and the church, Holy Mother Church, the Bride of Christ, has also affirmed that vocation in calling me to holy orders. So I am just trusting in the church, trusting in God, continually surrendering to Him, and just feel that great affirmation that this is what He has planned for me. And if you're going to follow God's plan in life, you should feel that peace. So the first message I would like to send to the faithful is first to pray for me. Pray for me as I begin this priestly ministry here in the Archdiocese of New York. Two is to pray for more vocations. We need more young men to answer God's call and to serve Him and His church as priest. And third is just continue to keep coming to the church, keep coming to the faith, keep inviting God into your life, and keep that attitude, that life of prayer that you all have so beautifully. That is the inspiration to me and so many others. So since Cardinal Dolan was the first person to ask me if I ever had considered a priestly vocation, I actually invited him to preach my first Mass on Sunday the 24th at my home parish in Washingtonville, and he graciously accepted. So I am very much looking forward to the message that he will share with God's people, and I know he is very much looking forward to it as well.